Hi, I'm 𝗦𝗧𝗢𝗥𝗔𝗛, and I help people to raise their natural energy. And I do that through sharing stories. And today I just want you to notice that behind me is a bird bath. And when I come to this place, there isn't a spigot where I can just turn it on and add more water to the bird bath. You are right, I could carry water and put it in the bird bath, but yet I've discovered that sometimes when I get here, there are 2 inches or so of water. Perhaps that's after the rain, but I also see that there are sprinkler systems around here, and sometimes after the sprinkler systems, I suppose, go off, then there's also water inside of the bird bath. When I think about my own life, there are places that I consider that are very similar to this. And when I think about bird baths, there are ones that are made out of cement like this that are very difficult to clean. You can do it, but it's heavy. It requires you thinking about the pitch that you're going to put it at, and can you really get all of the debris out of that? And then there's this one that my mom has, and we were talking about it again this week, that when we find a company that's making these again, that we're going to buy several of them. Her stand stays in place. It's all made out of plastic, and yet the top has a part that you can unscrew and to be able to take that off and wash it incredibly well, and then be able to put it back on, screwing it back in place, and then adding in all the fresh water that you want to, and perhaps a rock in there, maybe several different rocks for the bees to be able to land on and just get a little bit of water, or maybe the larger birds for them to be able to put their feet in and take a full bath. The reason that having water is so important for birds is because they drink it, but they also need to bathe. We're very similar that way. We need to have ample water that we're able to drink all day long, every day, but we also need to have opportunities for washing off whatever we've gotten into during the day. And so we need to be able to have a shower, a bath, or some way, maybe even put our feet into salt water in a foot bath in order to be able to feel better, to pull some of the toxins out. In this, do you have one that is harder to clean, like perhaps a cement one, or one that doesn't get water very often, like the one that's here? Or do you happen to have one that's much more like my mom's, where it's easy to clean it, it's easy to fill it up, and that the birds are able to come to on a consistent basis because it is taken care of? I invite you to consider these pieces in your own life. Could this be the bird bath? Could it be about your way of paying bills every single month, or 2 or 3 or 4 times a month? Could it be more about how you go grocery shopping? Could it be about the ease with which you do your laundry? These are all staple pieces that all of us have to do unless you have somebody doing them for you. But even if you have someone doing them for you, even if boxes show up at your doorstep with all the ice in the right place and all you have to do is bring the groceries in, you still needed to set these pieces up. Are they more like the cement one here? Are they more like the bird bath at my mom's backyard that is so easy to work with? Friend, I encourage you to be curious, to find ways and methods and create strategies for you that are creatively good for you. They don't need to be somebody else's that work for them. They need to be ones that work for you. And I invite you in this day to find one thing that you're going to be spending a little bit of time on, working to creatively recreate or create or play with how you are going to make it work in a different way, because inside of that is going to feel this beautiful energy that flows better because it works for you. If you have found this to be helpful, I encourage you to drop a note underneath. I also encourage you to share it with other people. And if you are interested in daily encouragement, I invite you to follow me on Instagram at 𝗦𝗧𝗢𝗥𝗔𝗛.